I'm sure most of you here have some form of social media. Whether it's to stay connected with friends and family or to find inspiration, social media takes a lot out of our everyday lives. People tend to get caught in the cycle of checking it first thing when they wake up in the morning, the last thing right before they go to bed, and constantly throughout the day because of its addicting nature. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the effects social media has on you and why it's important to use it in a healthy way. There is a strong association between heavy social media use and an increased risk for anxiety, depression, loneliness, distorted body image, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts. According to Shelby Deering, a nationally published writer, certain aspects of social media can lend themselves to poor mental health, including social comparison that results from feelings of not being good enough, the fear of missing out, and cyberbullying. Spending a lot of time and viewing too much negativity on social media can make you have a negative view of yourself, your future, and the world in general. Social media allows us to selectively pick and post content that represent positive and desirable traits. Once again, spending a lot of time and viewing too much of this positive content while engaging in self-comparison can make you have a low self-esteem and low self-evaluation. I have found this to be true from my experience on social media. I have actively been using social media since 7th grade. Like many, I started using it to connect more with friends and family and follow pages and other people that I found to be inspiring. I noticed that the more I used it, the more I grew a dependency on it. My happiness and the way I viewed myself became dependent on who was viewing, following, liking, and commenting on my content. This started to take a huge toll and take away value from my real life relationships I have with people. Because of these issues, people have social media fatigue. Social media fatigue is someone's tendency to withdraw from social media because of feeling overwhelmed by it. According to an article from the PLOS One journal, social media fatigue has characteristics of emotional and behavioral aspects. It's described as afflictions people have while using social media. Emotional afflictions could be boredom, tiredness, burnout, indifference, or a lower interest. Behavioral afflictions could be procrastination, the lack of focus, the inability to make decisions, and the inability to cope. From my experience on social media, I have dealt with this on and off. Every time I have taken a break from social media, I felt like I had absolutely no idea what was going on or happening. Mainly, all of my friends use social media to communicate, and when I wasn't using it, I felt out of the loop and alone because I had no one to talk to and express my feelings to. Every time that I would try to keep myself productive, to not think about it, I kept finding myself focusing on what I was missing out on. Overall, to help solve the issues that social media causes you, it is crucial to limit your use. You could be spending much more of your time working towards a career or personal goal that can benefit you in the future instead of constantly scrolling through social media trying to keep up with everyone's content. To start, you should try to limit your social media use to 30 minutes to an hour a day. Now, depending on how active you are, you may need to up that time, like to 1 to 2 hours instead of 30 minutes to an hour. Once you find that spending that amount of time on social media is attainable for you to accomplish, you can reduce the time even lower. It's also a great idea to limit how many people you follow. The more people you follow, the more you feel the need to keep up with their content. According to the KATC news channel, you should unfollow people that don't post content that is meaningful to you in any way. You should follow people that you like, send out a good message, and don't make you feel bad about yourself in any way. By making it a habit to limit your social media use and to limit how many people you follow, you will notice a positive change in yourself and your life.